Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
Because we've never had one in this county of this many deaths at one scene.
Right now, on the afternoon edition, officials in San Mateo County laying out the long road to figure out how and why the man accused of killing 7 carried out his plan. And investigators in just the last few hours released brand new details. The sheriff's office says this was likely a case of workplace violence. Investigators say the suspect worked at one of the mushroom farms that was the scene of the first shooting. They say Xunli Zhao was not on their radar, and there was no reason to believe the suspect was capable of carrying out these killings. Good afternoon, I'm Elizabeth Cook. This just one of several tragedies over the past few days as communities here in the Bay Area and all of California for that matter grapple with the lives ripped away from the world. The tragic scenes playing out across the state just in the last 72 hours. 7 people killed, 1 hurt in Half Moon Bay. Last night in Oakland, 1 person was killed and 7 more were injured. In Southern California, the community there is still reeling after 11 lives were lost in Monterey Park. Yesterday's shootings took place at a pair of mushroom farms just a few miles apart from each other in Half Moon Bay. Our Jocelyn Moran is live from the first shooting location on San Mateo Road. Now, Jocelyn, we just heard from a
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi, and today is Madim, January the 24th, 2023, and it's currently 8:03 p.m. Eastern Time, pre-recorded. Brethren, my apology. We have certain things going on in the background. You may hear the people, and I have a couple of siblings and other folks that are here, and the noise is going to be a little bit unbearable. So if you hear things in the background, you already know families in town. Now, brethren, this thing that happened over there in California, again, back to back with the thing that happened in, so to speak, in the lunar festival that they were having over there in LA, I'm assuming, because I really don't care where it happened, because we can see that the Mighty One is working throughout the earth. Everywhere his hand is there. Now, you may just watch the video that we release today on the 24th, because it's gonna be live. This is me talking in the past, okay? You are watching this in the future. All right. This video is already released. It's called The Age of Aquarius and the Black George. Let their bodies hit the ground. Okay, so we did this video a couple of days ago, right after that this thing happened. So the reason why those things are happening, the reason why these things specifically happen, it is because the blessing is done. The 400 years is fulfilled. Our people, we are still, of course, again, we are in a not in a good place, but we are not in the same predicament that the 83 are in right now. As you can see, this fellow that did this is a so-called, for lack of a better word, a Moabite. Okay, now I have said this before. We do not debate if the so-called Moabites or the Chinese, the African and stuff. That's not what that is. Okay, I'm not saying African and African crime. Somewhere in over there in Missouri or wherever, Chicago, we got the big African community. That's not what that is. Okay, we can clearly see those folks are taking each other down. Now, what they said here, they quickly trying to damage control. Okay, they're trying to do some damage control here. They say this is some kind of like work related incident. Okay, so the first one was work related, this was work related. When it comes to our people, it's gang related. Okay, it's gang related, it's some gang related. They already know what it is. Oh, it's gang related, but it is now, it's work related. So you know what that's going to do, beloved? When they say this, and you better watch out if you're walking with one of those people, you're going to need to be very careful. That is why even before this thing happened, the Mighty One put it in our heart to get our pentacle protection and started. That's why a lot of people, you sent yours, we still got them. You know when you're going to receive them. Okay, we again, like I said, I receive your emails, but we are out of the pentacle of the Olympic gold medal. We are out of them. We'll be stock up back in April. April will be back in stocking, because that's why the Mighty One know those things were coming, and that's why he want us to be prepared, be ready, and we are prepared, we are ready. Now, if you look at the news, you listen to those people, they are avoiding of saying certain keyword, word that they use upon us. For instance, it's not gang related. Nobody would say, well, it was a gang of Moabite called the triad of this versus that gang. No, it was some kind of work related. That guy went to that studio, he was working there and stuff. There's no gangs, there's nothing illegal, so to speak. Okay. Whatever that you said, that's on you. Remember, be not dismayed. The Heavenly Father is not mocked. Whatever a man soweth, so that's what this man going to reap. And what you're seeing here, it's a harvest. Okay, the Black George is in the midst. There's a harvest going on because that's what your people had sowed. Whether you are Moabites, Ishmaelites, Edomites, Israelites, we don't care. That's your harvest. Okay, let us go through these things and see what the Mighty One gave unto us. And then again, I haven't watched the video, any of those videos. I just randomly selected them, and then let's do this.
Authorities, and although the identities have not been released yet of the victims, we're learning more about them. Jocelyn?
Yeah, exactly. And we learned that of the victims, there are 7 male victims, 1 female. Now we don't.
Okay, 7 male victim, 1 female. Now, beloved, hang on, let me stop right here. Okay, let me try and enlarge this. Will it? Okay, it's better like this. Now, for those of you that watch the Esau's trouble that we had on Tuesday, March the 24th, is that what that is? Yes, Tuesday, Madim, 24th, January 2023. The other fellow, I forgot his name, I know his last name is Tran or Tron. Mr. Tran did this thing on the Lunar Festival. He did it on the new moon calendar, so to speak. He did it on the 21st of January when the house of Aquarius get in. Luke 22 verse 10. The man with the picture. Now, after in the MOAB, this one happened. And where did it happen, brethren? Where? What is the name of the location? Remember, they had a moon festival, okay? That's the heaven speaking to us. Are you paying attention? Are you watching the name? 7 no more, 1 wooded and shooting where? You see, the so-called the heavens, the zodiacs, the stars, of course, according to our spiritual research, we know the moon and the sun are planets, okay? And then if the moon and the suns are planets in a spiritual sense, they have the Earth. The Earth is a planet. The moon and the sun is a planet. Therefore, they have civilization and life in there. And all of them, like we discussed this all over. All the planets, they exist. All of them have civilization. All of them have their own vibration in it. Then again, this thing happened a day later in Half Moon Bay. Why would it happen in Half Moon Bay? Let's see where the hell this thing is. Let's do a little. I haven't done this right there. Let's see. I haven't done this in a while. All right, let's see if we can get Google Earth going on here. All right, let's see. We haven't traced the ley line over 2 or 3 years. Half Moon Bay, California. There we go. Let's see what that thing is. All right. Oh, did it? Okay. All right. Okay, it's gonna take a little while. There you go. Half Moon Bay. Okay. Oh, it's close to the beach. Oh, it's not that far from the shore. Okay, Half Moon Bay, and then where did the other one happen? Oh boy. You know what? Let me. Okay, I can do it while you guys are watching because some of you like that. So, oh boy, I don't want to say this word, but anyway. Mass shooting in California, 11 people died. All right. What was it? What was it? I'll take ABC. Okay, it was 10 people. Monterey Park. All right, where is it? I need the specific location. 11 people were no more, 9 injured by gunmen who opened fire in a crowd. Studio, Monterey Park, California. All right.
What's up, Einstein?
My network has gone kaput.
All right, boy. Hopefully they don't get me for this. All right, let's see what we can get this. Right, let's see if we can get that. At first, let me get rid of this. All right, we'll try to trace a. There we go. We'll try to trace a ley line from Half Moon to Monterey. Is that what that is? Monterey Park, California. Okay. Oh, that's quite far. Oh. Okay, so now let's trace. Let's put a pin here. Oops, I should have put a pin in the first one. Okay. Where's the pin? There you go. Let's put a pin here. We'll call this MS11. Oh. You know, Big Levi is very slow. MS11. Oh, wait, really? Why is it not? There we go. MS11. MS stands for mass. No puns intended. If you are one of those MS, the one that come after 12. Anyway, so now let's see if we can put ley. You see, it's right in the middle. You see, something is going on with the ley line. Remember a few years ago, brethren, we had a plane crash here. Okay, a plane crash there. And then Kobe Bryant, so to speak, airplane crash here. Okay, it make a triangle. So there's something going on in this area right here. I don't know. Let's trace the other. Oh, what is this? Is that something here? What is that? Oh, that's another plane. Wait. Oh, that's Kobe Bryant helicopter crash. I haven't traced a ley line there yet. But let's see what that is, where we can get Half Moon Bay. Let's trace a ley line there, see what's going on. That's quite far though. Oh, it's very far, and all the way northern. All right, let's drop a pin here. Okay, let's call it MS. Whoops, MS8. How many people he took down? MS7. 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 All right. Okay, we'll take MS7. Let's trace. Let's measure. Line. Path or line? Which one is it? We'll take line. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's go to. All right. Man, that's quite far. Okay, where is it? Wow, that's very far. Almost 300 miles away. Is that what that is? No, that's Kobe Bryant crash. Okay, MS-11. Okay, that's like over 300 miles away. All right, put it there. Thumbs up. Good. And we will save this. We'll call it. All right. There you go. All right, then we're good. Let's save that. Bam. So, wow. Okay. Oh, this is pretty far from the thing. Okay, something is going on in this area. I'm not quite sure, but we can link them. It's something we have to. It has to be with doing with the moon. If somebody can figure that out, I really don't want to go into this. I know this is a spine. I believe brother Murray did a video talking about this is a spine. In Hebrew, the name it just escaped me. But anyway, something is going on in the spine here, and the spine is where the Kundalini is going on. Some of the brethren out there that are very good with this thing. I don't want to be this guy that says stuff that I have no idea. But anyway, something is going on in this area right here, because there's a lot of death and things like that, a lot of crash, and then there's like death all over here. So if you look at the ley line, it goes straight to over 300 miles to Half Moon Bay. Okay, let me see if there's another bay here. What's the name? Is that a bay? What's the name of this one? Manhattan Beach, Santa Monica. Okay, this Malibu. Huh, that's where Malibu is. Okay, a lot of scumbag there. But anyway, right here we can see the ley line right here. I'm gonna keep tracing ley lines around, because there's a lot going on. And I believe if you could probably trace a ley line straight down to the White House. Can you do that? It seems like it's straight over there. You know what? Let's check the Washington Monument. Let's measure that. Let's put the ley line just so to see. Okay, line. Okay. Just for the hell of it. There you go. Save. Washington M. There we go. All right. Good. See, it goes straight over there, man. That thing goes straight. See, everything is connected. Connected to here. It's connected to there. It's connected to the island, Michael Island, La Palma. We're doing the volcano. We connected all of them, and we see, connected to the fish. One of the base of Atlantis back then. All right, Roger from Mud Fossil. Did something in there. Where's the dragon? I really like when I go there and I see that dragon. Let me see if I can see. Oops. Come on, you son of a gun. It won't work. Okay, this is the dragon. This is the fish. Beautiful. This is the fish, and this is the dragon. You can see the dragon mouth here, legs and stuff like that. Beautiful, beautiful. I think we're done with this. Yeah, let's go back to Half Moon Bay. Okay, now then again, we're just going to run a little refreshing. thing that happened over there in the lunar festival that happened on the 21st on the new moon. They were doing their Chinese New Year, so to speak, in the lunar festival. And 21st of January, when the house of Aquarius got in Luke 22 verse 10. All right, they are talking about the heaven. Remember, we are going to the guest room, to the guest chamber, to the upper room. All right. Let me see. Let's just double check that. Make sure the people know exactly what's going on. Oops. We'll go to Luke 22. Luke 22 verse 10. All right. Okay. Luke 22 verse 10. And he said unto them, behold, when ye are entered into the city, there shall be a man meet you, bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house where he entered. All right. So we met this man. All right, bearing a pitcher of water, aka a man bearing a pitcher of water. There you go. All right, there you go. Aquarius. Okay, and the house of Aquarius. All right, so the two John and Peter here are not actually talking about like John and Peter. Those are two planets. Okay, Shabbatai and the moon. All right, I'm not quite sure which one of the brethren were born on Monday and which one of them were born on Shabbat, Saturday. So it's both of them enter, they follow the man in the house. So Shabbatai get in the house, the moon get in there. I believe whatever planet that got in there, the people that really good with this, that's what happened, and then it triggered this. Okay, and ye shall say unto the good men of the house, okay, our people, the master saith unto thee, where is the guest chamber? Where shall I eat the Passover with my disciple? Okay, they were speaking in code. Where should I be doing the Passover when when the massive thing going to come? Where are we going to be stationed so this thing can pass over us? And he shall shew you a large upper room, furnished. Okay, we are going to the upper room, furnished. Everything is in there. Everything you could possibly need there. You don't need to bring your baggage and luggages and all that. Everything is there. Make ready. Okay, so we covered that. Just a little bit of refreshing. Still, just to show you the moon, Levana. Okay, Levana is quite connected to this. All right, so half moon. Let us keep on moving below. How long we are? Did that thing even recording? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, let's keep on moving.
Each one is in the hospital. We know one of them is at Stanford Medical Center. We don't know if that one is male or a female, but we are getting more information here. We know one of them, like we mentioned, is at Stanford Medical Center. We know the suspect did purchase the gun legally, and San Mateo County Sheriff Christina Corpus did not yet provide identities of the victims. But take a listen as to what she had to say.
Only known connection between the victims and the suspect.
Now, her name is Christina Corpus. If my Latin is right, what does the word corpus mean? Hang on. Give me a second. What does the word corpus mean in Latin? No, not corpus.
Corpus is Latin for the body.
The body. So the body, okay. What does define the name Christina?
According to Baby Center, Latin female form of Christian, which is from the Latin Christinus meaning a follower of Christ.
All right. The name Christ mean, chosen, a leader. All right. You cannot get this title until you reach of the age 33. If you are lower than that, you cannot bear this title Christ. Okay. A lot of us just got our title Christ. A lot of us been have it. We didn't know that. The moment you are 33 years old, you are eligible to receive the title Christ. Christ. Now you got this woman, okay? Christ mean a chosen. All right, you become a chosen. All right, you become well in certain craft, okay, in certain art, you become a Christ. You are eligible to enter and receive certain light. If you are not in that age, you cannot receive it. So Christina Corpus, which means the body of Christ, okay, and we're not making this up. Let me enlarge this for the people, our seniors, so they can see this. Christina Corpus. Now, I don't really want to go into the whole Yahushua thing because we got all the group Hebrews out there that are waiting for you to say something so they can fight you. Again, we just read Luke 22:10. Christ, our big brother, was talking. Again, there is the celestial zodiac astrological point of it, and there's the physical point of it. Okay, so Christina Corpus, which mean the body of the chosens, it has nothing to do with white Jesus. It just mean the body of the chosens. Christ, Christos, from Greek, which mean chosen, a leader. Okay, that's what that is. The body of the chosen. That's her name. And when you look at her neck, she got 1, 2, 3, 4 stars, 4 planet, 4 angels. Okay, when you look at this channel over there, number 4, okay, the 4 quarters of the earth, the 4 element: water, fire, earth, and wind. Okay, you look at electricity, fire, water, magnetism, air, movement, earth, stabilization, fire and water, electro and water magnetism. When you put both of them together, you have electromagnetism, movement and stabilization, earth and wind, all the 4 quarters, all the 4 elements here, all the 4 angels here. When you look at this one, is number 48, 4 plus 8. You know what to do. When you look at ABC, the number 7 inside of a pentacle, perfect. You can't make this up. You can't. You really can't. Okay, is it 12 o'clock over there? It's like 12:02. 12 o'clock, 12, 12 tribe, 2, the northern and the southern kingdom. We're just making things up. Okay, you can't make this up, friend. Okay, just to go ahead again, her name is Christina Corpus, which means the body of the chosen. Okay, or the body of the chosens, plural. All right, the 4 stars on her neck, representation of the 4 archangel: Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel. Okay, the 4 elements. Okay, all right, earth, water, fire, and air, and their derivative or their attribute of air is movement, because the air move non-stop. The attribute of the earth is stabilization. The earth is the most stable. If your element is earth, you're supposed to be a stable person. You're not supposed to be fighting with anyone. You're supposed to be a peaceful and a healer. If your element is water, you are magnetism. Okay, you are attracting. You calling onto you. If your element is fire, you're electricity. You very yo, anybody, your element is fire, something else is in you. So anyway, so fire and water are the 2 key. The earth and the wind are buffer element according to what we've been studying. Okay, please join us so we can study more. We are not making this up. I'm not paying this. Is that thing even recording? Let me see. Is it recording? Yes, it is. All right, so I don't pay those people. They don't pay me, and I don't know them, so it's just what the angels are sending on to us right now. What time is it? Oh, it's 8:39. My other the live is going on again. You're watching this in the past, and I'm doing this in the future. What's going on here? Soldier in the Bronx killed doing incident with another soldier. Okay, we'll get that. All right. Building collapse in Fire Bay Town. We'll get this. Shooting investigation underway in Santa Monica. All right, boy, there are a lot of shooting lately. All right, let's see if or 13 seconds ago. All right. Okay. All right, so that's what's going on over there. All right. It's there. Is there anybody in the chart? Can I see the chart? Oh. All right. Oops. What's going on here? Okay, this is where the join button is. That at least that is for me. Oh boy.
All praises to the Most High Yahweh.
All right. All right. So it's going on. Okay, it's moving right now. All right. So we have a couple people in the chat room. Okay, those are some of the people that are in the chat room right now. And while I'm making this, somebody just join us. Be a member. Michelle Gildine, thank you for being a member. All right, so I'll let the people have fun while I'm doing this right here. Let's get rid of that right quick. So if you haven't, you need to go watch this, okay? All right. Good. So now, Christina Corpus, the body of the chosen. All right. That means the body of the chosen. We are the chosen. We are protected by the 4 elements, the 4 angels perfectly. And we are the 12 tribes, 48. All right. Let's keep on moving, brethren. That's what that is.
Suspect is that they may have been co-workers.
Oh, boy.
The coroner's office is still working on identification of the victims and notifications of next of kin.
All right, and we did see today that there are families still looking for answers. We were actually at the substation, the sheriff's substation here in Half Moon Bay, when we noticed a man actually went up to the station looking for answers. We spoke with him afterwards, and he tells us that his ex-wife worked at Concord Farms and that the last he's actually heard from her was at about 3:50 p.m. yesterday. She called him saying, please pick up the kids. Didn't give many answers to the questions he had. He said that she sounded frantic. So he picked up the kids after school. He found out about the shooting that had occurred at those 2 locations, and he has been trying to get a hold of her. Unfortunately, he has not been able to get.
Okay, well, whatever, man. So what they are saying here, instead of them focusing on this dude, showing like a horrible person that he was, well, he is, and they're saying, oh, that guy tried to pick up kids or whatever. So let us keep on moving, brothers. Okay, we got the message here. That was the message. We're done with this. Okay, let's keep on moving.
Well, we now know the woman shot and killed inside an apartment building in New Jersey was a teacher for Jersey City Public Schools, and we have learned that police have also made an arrest in the case.
That shooting happened this morning on Bergen Avenue in Jersey City. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Johnson spoke to someone who heard the gunfire, and he joins us live with more. Anthony.
Again, when you look at Anthony, of course, we know the name Anthony mean the is it the righteous? What does the name Anthony mean? Define the name Anthony.
According to Very Well Family Origin, the name Anthony comes from the Roman family name Antonius. Its meaning is debated, though some say it means priceless one or highly praiseworthy.
Highly praised.
Gender: Anthony is generally used as a boy's name. However, feminine variations, such as Antonia and Antoinette, are common for girls.
Yes, highly praised because of Marie Antoinette, that black woman. She was a horrible person. Marie Antoinette. Really? That's not what that is. Why does Google? I think I'm too close. Marie Antoinette. There you go. She was nowhere looking like that. She was a dark-skinned black woman. That's what she was. That woman was terrible. Let them eat cake.
According to Wikipedia, the phrase was supposedly said by Marie Antoinette in 1789 during one of the famines in France during the reign of her husband, King Louis XVI, but it was not attributed to her until half a century later.
All right, then. Anybody will, tell you something, you say, why don't you go ahead and eat a hot, steamy pile of cake? Why don't you eat that chocolate emoji on your foot anyway?
Yeah, the shooting happened around 7:15 this morning on the 3rd floor of this building. The daughter of the victim is the one who called police and told them who the suspect was, and they were able to capture that man this afternoon in Pennsylvania.
Oh boy.
We got a female victim, multiple gunshots.
It was a shocking call from a 15-year-old that led police to the 3rd floor hallway of the Toy Factory apartments. Neighbors of the victim say all they heard was gunfire.
Bang, 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 and that was it.
Oh,
So you heard the shots this morning?
Yes, I did. I was going to walk out. It was around 7:15, 7:10, around there, because I just came from the store buying some stuff.
The victim was...
she just came from the store and buying some stuff. Let me see.
7:15, 7:10, around there, because I just came from the store buying some stuff.
Wow. Wow. See, her name is Joanna. What does the name Joanna mean? I think Joanne is from the name Joan of Arc. John. Is that what that is? Define the name Joanna.
According to thebump.com, Johanna is a girl's name of Hebrew and German origins. Johanna and its variant, Joanna, mean God is gracious. Its meaning is perfect for parents looking for a spiritual etymology for precious baby.
All right, God is precious. Okay, Joanna. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Of course, you know, it's there are some facial features that say certain people. Well, she said she went to the store to get some stuff. So for my street Negroes out there, you know what I'm talking about. You know what she went in there. Is that in New Jersey? Is it New Jersey technically the lower bottom, New York, or the upper? I'm not quite sure what that is. But anyway, Joanna Precious, God Precious. Is that what that is? God is gracious. You gracious. All of those stuffs are for us. All of those, messages are for us. All right, let's keep on moving. Thank you, Sister Joanna. And then good luck on that thing that you bought at the store.
7:10, around there, because I just came from the store buying some stuff.
The victim was found shot multiple times and died. She has been identified as Tamara King, a 3rd grade school teacher with a master's degree working in Jersey City. The district issued a statement regarding the tragedy this afternoon stating, "Our hearts are broken at the sudden loss of Tamara King. She was an outstanding teacher and educated member of our district. She will be missed, and our prayers go to her family and friends as they cope with this tragedy."
She's suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, and we got a faint pulse right now.
Many of the family and friends gathered near the home of Tamara King's mother in Jersey City. They were too consumed with grief to speak. But cops were able to talk to the teen who heard a fight between her mother and father just before the gunfire.
She heard her mother and father arguing this morning and had multiple gunshots.
The motive for the tragedy is unclear, but the suspect, identified as 39-year-old Lucas Cooper.
Okay, how old is Lucas Cooper? Lucas is from that name, Luke, right? How old Lucas is? Lucas Cooper. Is that what that is, Lucas? What does the name Lucas mean? Is it from Luke? Define the name Lucas.
According to Verywell family, the name Lucas is from the Greek name Lukas. Interestingly, Lucas also means man from Lucania, a historical region of southern Italy, the name of which is thought to mean white or light.
All right, light. So now we have Joanna, God is gracious, and we got Brother Lucas right here, which means the bringer of the light. God is gracious. We got Christina Corpus, okay, which means we got 3 people: Christina Corpus, Joanna, Lucas, which literally translate as the body of the chosen is receiving the light from the gracious one. That's what that is. That's the code that the angels, man, the Most High is grand, man. Yo, can I play music in this? Hey, let me see if I can get a beat, man. Let me see. Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, man. All right, let me try anyway. All right, so I don't know. I just find this beat. I don't even think it will record. Most likely it won't, but anyway, if it does it, I don't know, because I haven't tried with this new system. Let me see if it will pick up. Oh, It does. Yo, the Most High is grand, he is grand, yeah. The Most High is grand, he's grand. The Most High is grand, yeah. The Most High is grand, he's grand. Gee, yo, yeah, the Most High is grand. And he will reign forever. The Most High is grand. Yeah, the Most High is grand. Yeah, the Most High is grand. Woo-hoo. The Most High is grand. Yeah, G-R-A-N. Yeah, the Most High is grand. You can see it all over. The Moabites are going at each other's throat. Over there in California, yeah, MS, Half Moon, MS, yeah, Monterey Park. The Most High is all over. The Moabites were there and celebrating their lunar, solar, whatever the hell they were doing over there. And he said stop. And MS happened. This man coming and take 10. After that thing, going to hospital, one no more. And then it add right now. The Most High is G-R-A-N-D, yeah. The Most High is grand. Yeah. The Most High is awesome. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. The Most High is grand. Yeah. The Most High is awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Sing it. The Most High is grand. The Most High is so grand. The Most High is awesome. He will be heaven. The Most High is grand. The Most High is so awesome. The Most High is grand. Yeah. Yeah. A G-R-A-N-D. The Most High is when I say G-R-A-N-D. The Most High is when you know it, baby. You know it. The Most High is when, yeah. He passing everybody. He will the heaven. He will the earth. The mighty one is in the midst. 83 is dismay. They don't know what's going on. Let me tell you what's going on, yeah. He said to go to the man that's singing in the midst of the house with the pitcher of water. And then tell him, hey man, where's the guest chamber? Our people going to the upper room. What? The Most High is grand. The Most High is so awesome. The Most High is grand. He will be heaven. The Most High is grand. The Most High is so awesome. The Most High is grand. Yeah. G-R-A-N-D. 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 The Most High is grand. The Most High is awesome. That is why I keep singing and give praise. Yeah. The Most High. Yeah. Moab, Edom, Ishmael. Yep. You're under judgment. Yes. Oh man, if that thing is not recorded, man, I'm going to be pissed off about this. I look like a fool. All right, thank you, brother Lucas. It's a tragedy what happened over there, but hey, the gracious one, Joanna. What does Joanna mean again? I forgot. Man, Big Leaf have a very short memory. Oh boy, what does the name Joanna mean? God is gracious, right?
God is gracious.
There we go.
According to Wikipedia.
That's what that is. So the gracious one, and is that thing recording? Let me check it again. Is it? Yeah. All right. The gracious one is bringing the light to the body of the chosen. You can't make this up. Terrible thing your brother, what is his name, Lucas did here. But hey, if this is what that has to do to bring the light and let us know the Most High got us, I don't know about you, brethren, but I do love, this is going to come out wrong, but I do love how the Mighty One communicate with us. I just do. I just love it. As you can see, we're not making this up. All right, brethren, let's keep on moving, okay?
Is now in custody near Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
He doesn't have a residence. He lives out of his vehicle.
And once again, Cooper was taken into custody this morning, or rather this afternoon, near Pennsylvania. He has now been charged with murder and criminal possession of a weapon. A friend of the family tells me the couple was getting divorced.
There you go. All right, there's a snitch, and always one snitch in the room. The friend of the yeah, I'm sorry. This is the I shouldn't laugh, but there's always that one snitch in there. You know, that one gossip fellow. Hey, they were getting a divorce. Now, beloved, with all joke aside, when you look at the statistics right now, and a lot of husbands are taking their wives out because they want to divorce them. I don't know. Maybe the husband are not making the same thing again. A lot of things. Whether they work skin for kinfolk, Jews and Gentiles alike. Amen. The plague is upon them. All right. Now, beloved, why is all those things all happening? Okay, they are happening because of Genesis 15 verse 13, and he said unto Abraham, or Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 100 years. Yea, 1619, 2019, we've been afflicted with the 400 years, and we fulfilled this prophecy. All right, everything is good. Everything is doing well. And give me a second here. Okay, everything is good. Everything is doing well. And now we are in Genesis 15 verse 14 here. Okay, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. Okay, the mighty one is judging this nation, quote unquote, that did this to us. He's judging them with the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham, that we know the 10 plagues are those right here. Oops. Oh boy. Is it? Let me see. Oh, I gotta go get it. There you go. The 10 plagues are, sorrow for much needs. Number 5, destruction by earthquake and the sword. Execution by the sword. Number 9 is primarily what's going on out there. So we know for a fact, brothers, this is mainly affected the so-called 83. All right, let's keep on moving.
Shooter accused of killing a woman.
There we go.
Plus 5:02 now to breaking news from the south side of Houston. Cops are searching for a shooter accused of killing a woman and injuring her daughter.
Officers responded to a motel near 610 in Cullen on Idaho Street. And KPRC2's Rowan Balogan is joining us live from Houston Police Headquarters with those details. Rowan, good morning.
Sophia Owen, good morning. Houston police say the woman found dead is believed to be in her 50s, her daughter in her 20s, and she's in stable conditions at the hospital after they say she was shot in the abdomen area overnight. Authorities were originally called to a motel on Idaho Street. The name of that motel believed to be Cushingberry Motel for a domestic call. When they got on scene, they found the woman dead and her injured daughter. Authorities say the man believed to be the shooter took off running. He's described as a black man in his 50s, possibly heavy set with a beard, wearing light blue or gray t-shirts and blue jeans.
Okay,
the initial investigation?
Is that the same
officers
thing?
Found that this began as a domestic disturbance between a male and the 2 females. At current time, we believe they were all 3 staying in
Okay,
that.
what the hell this cop is on, man? Like, whatever this dude is on, I would like to package it and distribute it to the people out there. Well, of course, the 83. This cop is on something. I don't know what it is.
We do not know the exact relationship.
What's your name, fellow?
Between the male and the deceased female.
All right.
Anyone with information on this?
Okay, they didn't give any name here. Not even this officer. Did they give the name of the officer? Oh, LTP Aurelica? What does JP stand for anyway? That's popcorn is in the mist. All right. This cop is on something here. They need to watch this fellow. I don't know. Could be that white stuff, or it could be that dark things. There you go.
To a developing story now in Iowa on the heels of this California shooting, the city of Des Moines dealing with a deadly school shooting. Police say 2 students were killed and a teacher was seriously hurt around 1 o'clock this afternoon. It happened at an educational program affiliated with a local school district that helps at-risk youth. About 20 minutes after the shooting, police say officers stopped a car and took 3 suspects into custody. Investigators believe this incident was targeted.
Breaking news, another mass shooting in California, this time in Half Moon Bay.
All right. So, yeah, the shooting was targeted, and you know, just to tell the people, stay calm, and as long as you're not a target, yeah, you're good. That's not what that is, man. At this point, every single one of you 83 are targets, man. All right. That's is that what that is? That's let's watch this. This is interesting. Let's see how many MS they have in 2023 so far.
About 28 miles south of San Francisco, 7 people killed at multiple locations. At least 1 other person is critically injured. A suspect is in custody, and San Mateo County Sheriff's Office has identified him as 67-year-old Chun-Li Zhao, a Half Moon Bay resident who they believe acted alone. The motive is still unclear. I want to bring in CNN's Camilla Bernal for the very latest. Camilla, I mean, it's hard to believe we're talking about another shooting in California, this time in Half Moon Bay. What can you tell us?
So we know that it is one shooter who went to multiple locations. This happened at around 2:22 local time this afternoon, and we were told that the suspect went to the first location and shot 5 people, 4 of them killed at that location, 1 of them critically injured. Then he went to another location about a mile apart and he killed another 3 people. Now, we have been told that this was a mushroom farm. Authorities are calling it a nursery. In general, it is an agricultural area, and police...
Yes. Damage control. Let's keep on moving.
Involved and
let's see what's there. Oh, there we go.
We're learning new information about a deadly police shooting outside a Publix supermarket. An off-duty officer opening fire, shooting, and killing a man with a gun. Local 10's Christina Vasquez is live in Homestead with what she's learned. Christina.
Tonight we are learning
again another Christina. Okay, the body of the chosen, Vasquez. I'm not quite sure what Vasquez mean. Define the name Vasquez.
According to Wikipedia,
Son of
Vasquez
Vasco.
means of Vasco, and Vasco comes from the pre-Roman Latinized name, Velasquez, a name of uncertain origin and meaning, but probably Basque or Iberian.
Okay, Basque or Iberian. We know the so-called Iberian were the Celts or the Irish or the Basque. Those are talking about our people. Okay, which is pretty much the same thing. Vasquez, which mean our people, and then her name is Christina Vasquez. Okay, Christina, which is Christ, okay, Vasquez, which is us, our body. Her name is the same as Christina Corpus. Vasquez stands for our people, which mean like the Christ, the leader, the chosen's, okay, the chosen's body, the chosen's people, okay. But this is the proper definition of Christina Vasquez. It means the chosen people, okay, the Christ people. Christina from the word Christ, from the word Christo, Greek, which mean chosen, and Vasquez mean Iberian or Celts or Irish, which is the chosen people. Okay, that's what it says. All right, that means the mighty one is working on our behalf. And then we're not going to even watch this number. You know that the local news is down there in Florida. Yes, sir. That means this number is over this name protecting it. Okay. All right. Number 10 is over the body of the chosen people protecting us.
learning more about one of the officers involved and about the man caught on camera acting erratically with a firearm.
Oh boy.
The sound of gunfire erupting in a grocery store parking lot in Homestead is unnerving. I'm going home, the man says, before firing 2 more rounds into a parked car. There was no one inside.
Okay, so he just do this. All right, he fired 2 rounds in a car that, you know, can you imagine you're shopping, you getting some food or you getting something else, and then when you come back, there's blood in your car and a dead body. Well, there's like bullet holes in there. You know, can you see this? You know, crazy, man.
Fear heard in the sound of a passerby's heavy breathing. In this camera view, the sight of a Homestead police officer, gun raised.
Because this dude, he wanted to do 988 by the pigs, so that's why he did this.
Man who police identified as Alexander Arrington to put the gun.
We didn't know his name. The dude name is Alexander. Can you make this up? Beloved, if you know what Alexander stands for, can you make this up? You can't make this up. You can't. All right. Let us keep on moving.
Down. Also on scene, off-duty Miami-Dade police officer Francisco Moreno, a 30-year veteran assigned to the Kendall district, who, a video shows, approached the man from behind, shooting him, the man dying from his injuries.
Multiple verbal commands to this individual to put the firearm down.
All right, he didn't. He actually used it and then shot into another car. He could have literally, he could have killed a bunch of people, but they took him down, man.
Even before the police commands were given, I believe the shooting would have been justified.
Let's see that clock behind this fellow over there. What time it is on this clock right here? Is it 2 o'clock or 10 o'clock? Not quite sure. The short, it seems this is the long one. It's too far, I can't see it, but we'll give it the benefit of the doubt, say it's 10 p.m. Okay, 10, okay? Is that what that is, 10? You know, 10 p.m., 10, 5, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 p.m., 10, Michael, on both sides, plus on local 10. You can't make this up, all right? You know this. All right, let's keep on moving.
In reviewing this video, Richard Diaz, an attorney who specializes in police use of force cases and is a former Miami-Dade police officer, says what stands out to him.
We have this person who's wielding a gun in a very reckless way.
And that this is unfolding during a busy time.
Because he wanted to die. That's why he did this.
Active parking lot.
About 6 p.m. on Saturday.
This was a no-choice situation. The officer acted consistent with...
Okay, so he pointed the gun at them, Regina. Okay?
Arrington's defense attorney, when Arrington faced domestic battery charges last summer, which were later dropped, disagrees.
Okay, disagree. See, this is what happened. Okay, when you got guys like this, they are fighting or beating people, and then they drop the case. So things like that happen.
Adding in a statement to Local 10 News, quote, "He was a veteran who served our country admirably, and like so many others, was not provided the mental health care or services."
That's the thing. They keep, whenever things like that happen, they blame the veterans, or they just bring the veteran and hey, he was a veteran, so he had mental issue and stuff like that. So that's why he did this. No, that's not what that is. He wanted to go.
He desperately needed.
And in that statement, also telling us that in his view, his client from those 2022 charges was not a dangerous individual. Reporting live for you tonight, I'm Christina.
It was not a dangerous individual. You watch this dude literally go to an empty car, fire 2 rounds in it. If there was people in there, he would have shot them. But anyway, so let's keep on moving, man.
One teenager was killed. A second student wounded during a shooting outside of a Whataburger. Fox 4's Dion Englund spoke to police this afternoon about the investigation. Dion
Englund. Hi there. Well, the name Englund is Englund or Engel. Let me see what the name Dion. Is that what it is? John? Yeah, John. But they're gonna give me some black name like Dion, but it's Dione. Define the name Dion. Great.
According to thebump.com, Dion as a girl's name is of Greek origin. This name is a variation of Dion, meaning follower of Dionysus, a god of fruitfulness and vegetation. Greek mythology enthusiasts might recognize Dione as the wife of Zeus and the mother of Aphrodite.
Anyway, so Dion, which means divine, okay? Divine, that's what that is. Divine, that's what we take out of it, okay? A follower of the divine, you know. A Christian is supposed to be a follower of Christ, a follower of the chosen. If we are the chosen, if you follow us, you are a Christian. That's what you were supposed to be. But you scumbags or follower of Cesare Borgia, so you none of our people. But anyway, Dion mean divine, and her last name is what? Englyn. Is it Englyn angel? Define the name Englyn. No, of course I have to.
According to McGill School of Computer Science.
There you go. Define the name. I don't think Englyn is that common. Englyn. There you go. Anglicized Gaelic, Irish, Cork, County Cork, Anglicized, descendant of England. Oh, personal name England champion. All right, we know Michael is the champion, okay? That's what Danny, the divine champion. That's what her name mean, okay? The divine champion. You know Michael is a champion. And of course, the descendant of the England, okay? The Anglo-Saxon. Anglo mean angel. Saxons mean sons of Isaac, okay? Angelic sons of Isaac, Anglo-Saxons, our people, okay? There is Deglo-Saxon, which means the demonic sons of Isaac, the children of the Edomite, okay? Isaac had two sons, the firstborn, Esau, Esau, and the secondborn, Jacob, okay? Now, there were two. There were one of them was the angel, and the other one was a demon. The first one that was born was a demon. His name is Esau. The second one that was born was an angel. His name is Jacob. Okay, the line that came from Jacob, okay, is the angels. They were called the angelic sons of Isaac. All right, Isaac as the son, Jacob, the so-called Anglo-Saxons is our people. That is why you see the name England is Irish, Irish County Cork, or it's an anglicized word from Gaelic, okay, which is a Celt, and Anglo-in, which is descendant of England or the Anglos, okay, the champion. Our people were known as the champion. All right, we know champion is Michael, the brain champion. We know it's associated with Michael and all that, okay? The messages is all over. Usually I don't do this. I just let the people do their research. We usually had a PDF where the people come and the Sister Kayla make the PDF, and then the people, you go ahead, you find your message. But the message is all over. Then again, number 4, the 4 quarters, 4 angels. Let's keep on moving. Okay, Dion, the divine champion.
Clarice, well, this arrest warrant affidavit provides some details about the investigation, including how part of the conflict began on social media.
Oh, boy.
3 teenagers are now in custody.
All right. Then again, all right. There we go. All right. 3 teenagers, Danielle, Isaiah, and then this 16-year-old. We don't know the name, but we'll take the number. Danielle, 12 and 1. We know who's in the Miss Isaiah, you know, one of the greatest prophet of the Bible, you know, he's in the midst. 16, 1 plus 6, you know what to do. All right, it's all over, Bridget. Okay, let's keep on moving.
For the deadly shooting at a fast food restaurant parking lot on Friday across from Pascal High School. After a warrant was issued and a search, 17-year-old Isaiah Nunez was arrested Monday. On Saturday, a day after the shooting, police arrested 17-year-old Daniel Reed. A third suspect, a 16-year-old boy, was also arrested Saturday.
Well, obviously, they're acquaintances for being together.
The arrest affidavit says a total of 5 people involved in the shooting arrived in 2 vehicles at the Whataburger on Friday afternoon. 17-year-old Zechariah Trevino and his...
Okay, Zechariah, of course, you can see, man, they all have biblical name anyway. Zechariah, you got Daniel, Isaiah, Zechariah, okay? And if you go to their name, Zechariah 7, how old he was?
Whataburger on Friday afternoon. 17-year-old Zechariah Trevino.
Okay, Zechariah 17. Let's go to Zechariah. 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 Oh, Zechariah 17. If they even have Zechariah 17. No, we got Zechariah 14. Let's take Zechariah 1. Do they have 17 verse? Cry yet, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, my cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem. You can't make this up. You can't, man. That's the message right here, man. Zechariah 1:17. Cry yet, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, my cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Yasharallah. Ha! Woo! Is it the Most High grain? Yeah. I don't even think this thing is recording. I don't know, but G-G-G-R-N, hey. The Most High is great. Let me let you enjoy this beat, man. Yeah. Yeah. Zechariah 17. Yeah. Cry yet. Woo. Yeah, cry yet, sing the Lord of hosts. My cities throughout prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and yet choose Jerusalem. Yeah, the Most High. Yeah, we choose Jerusalem. Yeah. The Most High is grand. You can see the holy cross in his neck, the four quarters, air, fire, water, and air. I'm sorry, Zechariah. The Most High had to take you out so you can bring us this message. The four quarters all over. The four angels. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and Noms. Hey. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Do I have another beat here? Let me see this one, how this one sound. That was no confinement. I have no idea when I did those beats. But I got so many crap in my... Let me get rid of this. Let me see how this one sound. Yeah. All right, we will just chill with this one until something pop up. Again, Zechariah. All right, is that what that is, or Zechariah? But I don't care. Anyway, he had the Holy Cross, which is our symbols. Okay, of course, he's a Christian. We assume judgment upon him. This belong to us, not to him. This is blessing to us, cursing to him. And that's what happened. You know, Zechariah 17:1-17, the mighty one say, will yet choose. We were scattered abroad, okay? He say, he will assemble us and comfort us and yet choose, Jacob, okay? Because, the Diglo-Saxon, okay, the demons, he will not choose them. That's the message here, okay? Again, let's read it again. He said, though, cry yet, okay, though that you are, thus saying the Lord of hosts, my cities, okay, through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, okay, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion and shall yet choose Jerusalem, okay, through prosperity, spreading abroad. Well, we will... brethren, the mighty one say he will comfort us and then he will just choose us. So we have nothing to fear, man. That's why I don't have this fear. But anyway, let's keep on moving. Even if you go to their name right here, if you go to Daniel 12:1, okay, you go to Isaiah. How old was Isaiah?
Was also arrested Saturday.
Well, obviously they're acquaintances for being together.
The arrest a day after the shooting, police arrested 17-year-old Daniel Reed. A third suspect, a 16-year-old boy, was also arrested Saturday.
Okay, Isaiah 16. Can we get Isaiah 16? We got the message, but just to be safe, let's check. Let's check Isaiah 16. Let me see what the story is about. Send ye the lamb of the wool of the land from Selah to the wilderness unto the mouth of the daughter of Zion. We may have to read the whole thing, but you can go ahead and gladness taken away and joy for the plenty field, Heshbon. Okay, for it shall be that a wandering bird cast out of the nest, so the daughters of Moab shall be in the fords of Ammon. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can read this because I see the name Moab here. Okay, Isaiah 16. Send ye the lamb of the wool of the land from Selah to the wilderness unto the mount of the daughter of Zion. For it shall be that as a wandering bird cast out of the nest, so the daughters of Moab shall be at the fords of Ammon. Take counsel, execute judgment, make thy shadow as the night in the midst of the noonday. Hide the outcast, bewray not him that wandereth. They're talking about the heavens, okay? Let mine outcast dwell with thee, Moab, be thou convert to them from the face of the spoiler, for the extortioner is at the end, the spoiler ceaseth, the oppressors are consumed out of the land. So, Moab was supposed to cleave unto us, but they don't, And mercy shall be established, and he shall sit upon the truth of the tabernacle of David, judging and seeking judgment and hasty righteousness. We have heard of the pride of Moab, and he's very proud. You damn right. Moabites are very proud, even his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath, but his lies shall not be so. That's why you see those things are happening to those Moabites. That's why the Most High communicate with us, brothers. It's just like in my laziness, I don't do this because people will try to debate you. That's not what that is, Big Levi. They are not the Moabites, and nothing is happening to the Moabites. Yes, it's happening over there to them, okay? Therefore shall Moab howl for Moab, okay? Therefore shall Moab, gang on to Moab, to other Moab and Moab crime. Everyone shall howl, for the foundation of Kirasheseph shall ye mourn. Surely they are stricken. Yea, indeed, Moab is stricken, man. You can't make this up. All right, they are done. Okay, Kirasheseph is a city somewhere in Moab and stuff like that. Where when we used to rule the land. But anyway, all right. For the fields of Heshbon languish, and the vine of Sidma, the lords of the heaven of the heathen have broken down the principal plants thereof. They have come even unto Jazer. They wander through the wilderness. Her branches are threshed out. They are gone over the sea. Therefore I will be well with the weeping of Jazer, the vine of Sibma. I will water thee with my tears, O Heshbon, and Eleale, for the shouting of thy summer fruits, or for thy harvest is fallen, and gladness is taken away, and joy out of the plentiful field, and in the vineyards there shall be no singing, neither shall there be shouting. The traders shall trade out no wine, and the presses I have made their vintage shouting to cease. That's what the Most High did to Moab. That's what the Most High did to China. That's what the Most High did to the so-called the Chinese. He destroyed them, cut off their trades and everything. Wherefore, my bowels shall sound like an harp for Moab, and mine inward parts of Kirashish. Okay, and it is come to pass when it seen that Moab is weary, or the high place, that he shall come to his sanctuary to pray, but he shall not prevail. That's what Moab, man. You won't prevail, dog. You see these things is not good for you. Try to go to your sanctuary and pray. it won't work. There is the word that the Lord has spoken concerning Moab since that time. But now the Lord has spoken, saying, within 3 years, as the years of an heiling, and the glory of Moab shall be contemned with that all great multitude, and the remnant shall be very small and feeble. Let me read this again. But now the Lord have spoken, saying, within 3 years, as the years of an hireling, okay, the hireling, the person they hire to watch over the flock, and the glory of Moab shall be contemned. Let's see, define the word contemn. I'm not making this up, brother. I'm just reading what you're just watching on the screen. Define the word contemn. Well,
Here's the definition of contend: struggle to surmount, a difficulty or danger.
There you go. Is that what that is? Contemn. Contemn. Which is, I think it's pretty much, yeah, contemn, despise, scorn, look down, okay? Despise, they will be despised, scorned, they will be looked down, okay? Technically what he said here, but now the Lord has spoken, saying, within 3 years, as the years of an hireling, and the glory of Moab shall be despised, shall be looked upon down, with all the great multitude, and the remnant shall be very small and very feeble. What's going on in China right now? That thing hit them in 2020. 3 years later, okay? We are in 2023. The glory of Moab, everybody despised them. Look at what they are doing right now. 2020, when that hit Moab over there, the whole world hit them. Okay, they were trying to put that thing on us. Oh, African made this thing. Oh, African American is more susceptible to this thing. No, they despised them, and the great multitude of them, a remnant, and at the end, a remnant of them shall be small and feeble. China are going to be depopulated, and they're going to be very small, and they're going to be feeble. A few days ago, China population.
In 2021, the population of China was 1,400,000,000.
There you go. All right. The population of China is shrinking. Okay. The impact will be felt around the world. The mighty ones giving them into great shame, great reproach. I'm not making this up. Why is this happening? It's happening because of Isaiah 16:14. Okay. All the great multitude, and the remnant shall be very small and feeble. Whatever that stay in China, there will be very small amount of people, and they will be very weak. Get out of here, man. That's how the mighty one give his message. Give the Most High glory. Give the Most High praise. Give the Most High glory. Give the Most High praise. The divine providence. Have our back here. Yeah. That's why you see those things all happening over there in California concerning Moab. Moab and Moab crime. They don't call it like that because they are Moabite. If it was our people, they would have called it black on black crime. The Messiah give them into shame. The Messiah give them unto great disgrace. The Messiah give them unto shame. He give them unto great disgrace because the Messiah is grand. Yeah, he say he will make Moab small and feeble. After 3 years, they will be looked upon as scornful, despised, just like our people were scornful and despised. Moab, the Messiah despise you, the mighty one hates you. Yeah, the mighty one give you unto great shame. The mighty one give you unto great reproach. And he gave you unto great disgrace. Moab, you are no more. Your population is declining. Your population is descending. Your population is dying. Moab, great shame upon you. Yeah, Moab, great disgrace upon you. Moab, great reproach upon you. Moab, you go straight to hell where you belong. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Did I close this thing? Is that what that is? No, I didn't. I didn't. Again, I don't even know if that thing record. I don't even think it is recording. If it's not, I'll be very embarrassed. But anyway, brethren, just to show you, that's how the Mighty One put the that's how the Mighty One put
17-year-old
put the message to us, for us. You know, that's how only us can read the Bible. Nobody else can, only us can decipher the Bible. Everybody else can read it, but they cannot decipher it. Okay, that's how they sent a message. Everything is connected. All right, I'm not making this up. All right, let's keep on watching this, okay?
Zechariah Trevino and his cousin, a 16-year-old girl, were already there. The report describes surveillance video showing an argument between two of the suspects and Trevino's cousin, as an unidentified witness tried to intervene and calm everyone down.
From my understanding, he was trying to intervene from protecting the female from the suspects, is what my understanding.
The police record says Reed was one of two shooters who fired at Trevino and his cousin. Trevino died in surgery. His cousin survived and was able to give statements to police from the hospital. From the affidavit, the incident stemmed from an ongoing dispute on social media. Police were able to follow leads identifying the shooting suspects. A school resource officer at Pascal High said Isaiah Nunez had been removed from the school last year.
He was caring. He was loving.
Trevino's mother spoke to Fox 4 over the weekend and described how she's coping with the devastating loss of her son, who was expecting a baby with...
Okay, so when you look at this fellow, his jacket is Mary, and you can see it's a coat of many colors. That's a message to a specific tribe out there, the tribe of the coat many color, the favorite of Jacob.
His girlfriend. Meantime, police continue searching for evidence and more answers.
We got a family right now grieving the loss of a 17-year-old kid that had a whole life ahead of him.
Now, according to that affidavit, at least two of the three suspects fired their guns during this shooting. All are facing charges that include murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh, boy. Terrible, terrible. All right.
The shooting we have been following most of the day. Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says an 18-year-old man who was shot during a robbery has unfortunately died. The victim's truck crashed
on Mustang
into a home.
Corral and Palomino Drive say they will.
There you go.
And Lisa Hernandez.
And I'm Andy Sirota. Neighbors woke up to gunfire early this morning, and authorities are speaking with witnesses as they piece together what happened. Harris County homicide detectives are still at the scene on Palomino Ridge and Mustang Court in Humble.
KPRC 2's Brittany Jeffers joining us live from that scene to explain what detectives believe happened before that shooting. Brittany.
Yes, and I do have an update for you. Detectives were out here all morning long. Within the past 15 minutes, just cleared the scene. But we do want to point out that there were two areas that they were focusing on this morning as part of the investigation. The first was a front yard behind me where they say that man's body was found. But they say this initial incident started at a home just around the corner.
Around 4:30 in the morning, homeowners on Mustang Corral and Palomino Drive say they woke up to gunshots.
I don't know what it was at first, but then like 30 seconds.
Madeline Sanchez. Madeline. Is that Madeline or Magdalene? Magdalena. Madeline or Adeline. All right. Well, anyways, it's Madeline Sanchez. Madalena Sanchez. All right. Anyway.
Seconds later, you heard it was about 4 or more gunshots. So when I realized something was actually going on.
The Harris County Sheriff's Office says a man in his 30s showed up to his ex-girlfriend's home, armed with a pistol. Investigators believe he then forced her into the driver's seat of this red vehicle.
From what we know is at some point in that exchange between them two in the car, the male either had a self-inflicted gunshot wound to his stomach or an accidental discharge.
Detectives say the gunfire in the car caused the woman to drive up into this yard, nearly hitting a tree. When the vehicle stopped, the woman got out and ran. The man, detectives say, shot himself in the front yard. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
The female has been detained, and along with any other witnesses that we have.
Oh, why would you say detained? You know,
Now, detectives tell me that they believe that the two had been in a long-term relationship but had just recently separated. Now, I asked the detectives if there was any history of any previous domestic calls to that residence. They say that they are looking into that.
Well, you shouldn't even tell us about it because you ain't got history to say it. Next one.
A massive iceberg
yes,
has
that's
broken
beautiful.
away in Antarctica.
We had some communication from our remote instruments on the ice shelf informing us that part of the ice shelf, approximately the size of Greater London, calved off at around about 7 to 8 p.m. last night.
Glaciologists with the British Antarctic Survey say it measures about 600 square miles.
Wow.
It broke off from the Brunt ice shelf, and researchers say they shot this video in 2019, having noticed a crack forming for a few years at that point. They called it Chasm 1 and continued to monitor it, expecting a breakaway event in the future. The timing was a lucky break for scientists working in Antarctica.
Our station was situated on the piece of ice shelf that has broken away. So had we not moved it...
Yeah, you guys can't get in, man. I mean, you should have used your technology, I don't know, to attach it. Is that what that is? You know, and all of a sudden now, Bridget, suddenly there's giant iceberg being, you know, cut off in Antarctica. One of the main reasons why I bought this is because when it happened in 2019, they will say, oh, it will take hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, for this thing to just break. Because we are scientists, we say so. 3 years later, bam. 3 years later. So, come on, man. Get out of here. Let's keep on moving, Bridget.
Into a local synagogue and...
All right.
Now to a story that we've been following since Friday. A woman arrested and charged with breaking into a local synagogue and desecrating its sanctuary.
We have learned that she's bonded out twice in the last 8 days. KPRC2's Rowan Balogan joining us live with details from inside the courtroom this morning. Rowan.
A number of congregants of Congregation Emmanuel are in the courtroom right now, and several of them zoomed in as well. A prosecutor with the district attorney's office said those members, quote, are so afraid of this defendant. That's why they are asking the judge today to revoke a bond. Now, Ezra Law was arrested and charged with criminal mischief of a religious place of worship.
Okay, so people like this, they don't do anything to them, and they are not being social pariah. Their faces are not all over Twitter or whatever and calling them name. But you know, when it comes to our people, wait until one of the 2/3 did something like this, you know, or do something like that. I mean, a huge problem. There's he's a black Hebrew Israelite, they're racist, they're this, they're that. But when people that do nothing to see here, keep on moving.
Prosecutors say Ezra Law broke into the Congregation Emmanuel twice. The first time, prosecutors say she was caught by a rabbi. They claim she damaged a number of items worth thousands of dollars and desecrated the pulpits and the Torah. Harris County prosecutors say Law was taken into custody Saturday on an arrest warrant, which was issued when she didn't show up for court on Friday. Documents show she bonded out yesterday.
You know, Congregation Emmanuel, okay? Again, another message, Emmanuel, which means the mighty one is with us. You know, we have nothing to fear, all right?
And is appearing in courts at this hour. Ahead of this hearing, I tried asking Law what happened. Take a listen to her response. Channel 2, just want to know if you have a statement. You're accused of breaking into Emmanuel twice. Is there a reason?
I have a written statement, but I was going to save it for the judge.
Is there anything you can say now at this point?
Her name is Ezra Law.
I don't think that's a good idea. I just want to speak to the...
Wait, is she a ish? Is that what that is? Is she has a yarmulke on her head? Let me see. Hang on. She seems to... Wait, hang on. Let me see.
What happened? Take a listen to her response.
Yeah, she has a little yarmulke over there, a little kippah thing. She could be Ash herself. Her name is Ezra Law. Is that what that is? Let me see. Why would her name be Ezra? Ezra Law. That sounds like a man name. And she has a yarmulke. Isn't only men supposed to... Anyway, Ezra Law. Okay, that's not what that is. Okay. Ezra Law accused. Is Ezra Law to yell at kids after vandalism? Okay, Houston woman. Why they don't say? Hang on, there's something going on here. Let me see. That's her. There's that little Yamakol thing, and then she even that's damn it. She has it even have the star of Solomon in it. But let's stop this. Okay, a Houston woman is accused of vandalizing a synagogue, before returning and yelling at children days later. Ezra Law 33. Okay, again we talk about 33. Christ to bear the title of for chosen. Okay, is charged with 2 counts of criminal mischief of violate terms of her bond. Judge revoked. ABC obtained. Okay, Congress including she's alleged was not discovered for 6 hours because the security system was down. Excuse me. Okay, what's going on here? This as Erica Winson, the prosecutor, she was going to the personal stuff. Is she one of them? She looks like she's one of them. Okay, it seems like an Ish crime here. What the hell's going on out there? Moab crime. Ish is vandalizing his own place. But they are very careful. They don't say this woman is Ish. But she is. Okay? She is Ish. All right? You can watch it here.
Out on bond after allegedly breaking into...
A judge has revoked the bond for a woman accused of breaking into a synagogue twice. Ezra Law is accused of threatening leaders and frightening children. ABC 13 is live at the synagogue with more information. Maya Shea, the reporter on site for us tonight.
She is Ish, man.
Twice in the past 2 weeks, but in front of a judge.
Okay, that's her. Okay, let me enlarge this. You can see the little kippah or yarmulke upon her head. Okay, she's Ish. Okay, she's Ish too. Ish on Ish crime. Probably she's pissed off about certain things they did to her. They are very careful in the media not to say
her bond was revoked.
Today, the state moved for revocation of her bond.
Okay.
She was granted a PR bond yesterday morning, and since that time, she has continued to post on social media and tag this particular synagogue in those posts. They are definitely threatening or harassing.
Prosecutors say the threatening and rambling Instagram posts were made between her 2 alleged break-ins, as well as throughout.
Okay, David Michel has committed sacrilege and treason against the United States of Kingdom of Christ. Okay, she's okay. All right then. All right. Let's see. David Mika, congregation Emmanuel and Houston has committed sacrilege and treason against the United States of America, Kingdom of the Chosen of Christ. I hope and pray that the Mighty One grants me the pleasure of personally exiling him to Egypt. Literally deported and U.S. citizen with passport bearing the seal of David revoked. If you are a traitor to the United States, FYI, you will be found guilty of treason. She is a Ish, okay? The Hebrews' only duty is to deliver the Messiah and remain loyal, protectorate of the crown. You have one job, David Mika, Executive Director of Congress. Yeah, she's Ish. She's pissed off about something they did. You see, they don't say Ish woman desecrated stuff. They don't say that. They just say a woman, okay? And then if you don't do your research, you won't find out this is an Asian Ish crime, man. Yeah, an Ish woman. That's what she is. She's an Ish woman and she did this thing. And they are very careful. And then they just say woman here. They don't say you wish woman over there. But anyway, so yeah.
I was wondering if you have a statement you're accused of breaking into Emmanuel twice. Is there a reason?
I have a written statement, but I was going to save it for the judge.
Is there anything you can say now at this point explaining what happened there?
I don't think that's a good idea. I just want to speak to the judge.
There you go.
Okay.
As you heard there, Lawan added...
They take great care not to mention this woman is a Ish, all right? So how long we are into this thing? An hour and 33 minutes. That's good. All right, that's good. We had a good time. We're having fun. And we, brethren, are we having fun, sister? If we have fun, give the mighty one some praise and glory. Well, at least if you're a member, you can. I mean, you're gonna see this first. You won't be able to type anything, but type it in the comment board or in the live chat if you can. Give the mighty one great praise, good glory. Let's keep on moving, brethren. All right.
And we are following breaking news out of Washington State now. Police are trying to arrest a gunman after 3 people were killed in Yakima. That's about 2 hours southeast of Seattle. NBC News correspondent Nyela Charles is following this story for us. So, Nyela, bring us up to speed here. What else do we know?
Aaron, our local affiliate in Yakima is reporting that there's currently a SWAT standoff between what appears to be the suspect and law enforcement. They say that a person has barricaded themselves inside of a home, and that there's a woman outside of the home speaking to that person from a loudspeaker. Police say overnight, a man in Yakima went into a convenience store, randomly shooting and killing 2 people inside the store and another person outside of the store. They've identified that suspect as 21-year-old Jared Haddock. They've released
Jared Haddock. Let's see who that is. What's going on out there? Jared Haddock. All right. Is it that fellow? What's going on here? Yeah, there's too many people named that way. Like, we're gonna have to see more. Man, what's going on over there, man? People are going around and I don't know what's going on. You tell me. Yakima? All right, then. This guy just get into a gas station and just randomly shooting people. And then they didn't report this. It happened 2 hours ago. It happened 2 hours ago. So, hey, this is another MS. Let me see the comment, man. I'm getting to the point you can't even do a simple things anymore. This world without getting robbed or killed by some psycho for no reason. Prayers to the victim. As this whole week, we have lots of we have lost a lot of people. It makes me very, very sad. California, Ohio, is that what that is? Iowa and Washington. I always have an issue pronouncing Iowa and Ohio anyway, or Idaho. Washington praying for everyone who lost life, the nasty people, may God bless or whatever. This is everyday norm. With shooting, stabbing, car crashing, etc. It will never end. You see, brethren, they know this, all right? They see what's going on here, okay? The shooting, stabbing, and car crashing. They saw the ley line. They don't know what it is, but that's what it is, okay? What's wrong with the people in the world? The Most High going to, we told them this, the Most High going to push that thing so far in their faces, they're going to see it every day, and they ain't going to deny it, all right? All right, so yeah, this one just happened, brethren, okay? 3 dead and a bunch of other people, I don't know. Let's keep on listening.
Some photos of that suspect taken from the video.
There you go. All right. We got the fellow now. It seems to be, I will assume that he's a Edomite. Of course, and when the news report, he wears all black. He like 5'10", all black and all black and all black. Trying to make it like something else.
Camera surveillance footage inside the convenience store at the time of the shooting. And in those photos, you can see the suspect, his face clearly visible, no disguise, and in one of the photos, even holding a gun. At this point, the law enforcement there has told the community to watch out and be careful because they do consider the suspect to be armed and dangerous.
Of course. Wait a minute. They haven't get him? SWAT team standoff? Wait, did they get him yet? All right, let's get the update after that. Let's
warning people due to the random nature of the shooting. We know that there's possibly a 4th victim. Police say they think that he shot someone who was inside of the suspect's car as well. And they say before this all happened, he originally tried to go to a different gas station convenience store, but that gas station was locked so that he wasn't able to get inside the store.
Wow,
so at this point, again, there's a SWAT standoff that appears.
I never know why would the gas station that make millions of dollars get a crappy camera like this, man. Get some high quality hish, man.
To be between law enforcement and that suspect, and at this point, no motive has been released. Aaron?
All right, Nyela Charles for us in our Los Angeles newsroom today. Nyela, thanks.
All right, let's see if there's it's 2 hours ago, just happened. Let's see what's going on here. if there's any update, if they got this fellow. Rookie suspect arrest in Half Moon Bay. Okay, 2 hours. It should have been there. There's nothing yet. Uvalde. Well, it's okay. They just published it. There's no update. Let's see if we can get a little search.
And we are
SWAT team standoff. Let me see, man. Let's see if we can. Let's do a little research and see if we can find a little update, because this is ABC. They don't base over there in Washington State or whatever. Okay. All right. Yakima police hold the store shooting. Did they get the guy?
A conclusion in this case, and I'm going to be discussing what happened this afternoon. But before I do, I want to just pay particular thanks to a woman who called 911.
Okay.
And I'll get to what she had to say. I want to thank the community in general.
Okay. Well, what happened here? Okay, this is King 5 Seattle. Did they got the guy? Let me see. They must have some kind of shorter version where they have the fellow. Another MS version, okay? Okay. 3 killed, suspect dead. Okay, all right, they got him. They got the fellow, okay?
And we are still following breaking news out of Yakima right now, where 3 people were shot and killed early this morning at a convenience store. And within just the last 30 minutes, police said the suspect is also dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Okay. King 5's Erica Zucco joins us live now from Yakima. So, Erica, what do we know tonight?
Well, Jessica and Steve, you just mentioned that the Yakima police chief just confirmed that the man believed to be a suspect in this deadly triple shooting is dead. They believe that he shot himself, and they say that after medical staff tried to save him, that he died from his injuries. We want to take you straight to some video from that final scene where they say that they found the suspect in question, as we can walk you through some of those details. And I also wanted to let you know that just in the past few minutes, we learned that when they found him, they say that along with a semi-automatic handgun, he also had a large amount of ammunition with him. They could not say exactly how much ammunition they found. Now, they say that that suspect had been identified as 21-year-old Jared Haddock. We are naming him at this point in time because he was part of a major search. They say that this all...
Okay, of course, the fellow's 21, man. Prayers for the innocent deceased and stuff. The poor victim gunned down for no reason. People are out of their mind these days. Hey, that's what it is. Trying to save the killers that will never get the death penalty. Totally insane. Calamity all over the land. Yes, that's what it is. Calamity all over the land is true. All right, damn, six shootings in 2 weeks. Everybody, we hear of shootings. What's going on? What a horrible place to live. Our kids have to go school scared. We go out scared. Go to the mall, dance studio, theater. Worry about being shot. Sick people. Yes. Must be season of the witch. I went to school with the shooter. All my former classmates are confused and shocked. We all wondering why he did this. Killed 3 innocent people. That guy went to school with the fellow. Okay, stay on, my fellow Americans. Don't let the government. Haddock wasn't that the last name of the guy that shot us the Las Vegas? I believe so. It wasn't. Coward. Everyone relax, it's okay. They call it this is normal. Absolute madness. 2020 the off middle start. Terrible. I wish Yakima was like the town of Chillingborn. And yeah, so this dude, he did this, man.
All started this morning around 3:30. They say that the suspect went inside of a Circle K and just started shooting 2 people inside, a man and a woman. They say that they appeared to be customers in that store. They say that it appears that the worker in the store was just in the back making some food. The worker was not shot. Then they say that the suspect then went outside and they say shot another person. So at this point, 3 people shot. And they say that according to surveillance video and witnesses, they believe that after that, then the suspect started shooting into his own car. They believe he had locked his keys out of it, then got inside and left the scene. And that really sparked a manhunt. At this point, though, they say that they still don't know a motive for the shooting. Here's the chief tonight.
They don't need to have a motive,
we know, and we may never know. What I can tell you is that what we saw on the video and what was described by witnesses, there was no interaction between him and the people.
They were just random.
Sitting there getting food and got surprised by this person who came in
and killed him.
You know, literally as he was opening the door, he started shooting these people.
All right, he killed him.
And we spent much of the day at a home where there was a SWAT situation being undergone, where they believe that the suspect might have been. It turned out that that is not where he was. They say that they got a 911 call near a shopping center from a woman who said that she had lent her phone to the suspect's mother, to the suspect, and then heard some of these details, called that into police, and they were able to resolve the situation. We'll have more details coming up at 5. For now, we're live in Yakima. Erica Zuko, King 5 News.
Crazy, man. Crazy. All right, they got him. Crazy stuff. I mean, well, he took himself out. So another MS, brethren. Okay, this dude just randomly go over there and do ish, you know. Yeah. Boy, I'm tired. 9:54. I'll play a little music when we're done with this. Wait, how long we are into this thing? 45 minutes. 15 more minutes, and then we should be good.
Crime alert in Aventura. Thieves caught on camera stealing expensive perfumes from a Burlington store. And it's not the first time we reported on these stories being targeted by shoplifters.
In fact, Local 10's Rosh Lowe is live to show us exactly what police are looking for right now. Rosh?
Well, this crime doesn't smell right. Literally, what is going on at Burlington? We have covered so many stories with such unique cases. You may remember one guy getting away with purses, another person getting away with women's shoes, and now it's all about the fragrances.
Burlington bandits again?
Okay, so let me go ahead and then cut to the chase right here. And okay, so just to show you, okay, the faces of the people that are doing that, all right? Because the blessing is over, so they're gonna have to turn to crime and petty crimes.
California is reeling from 3 deadly back-to-back mass shootings, marking one of the worst stretches of such violence in a decade for the Golden State.
Yeah, well, we know that. No hish.
This is what answered prayers looks like. That's the moment the family of a young man found him marooned at sea after an unexpected current dragged him farther out into the ocean. Steve.
I don't even know why I got this one, but anyway.
In the Bronx, investigators are searching for the remaining suspects who stole an unmarked police car and then crashed it by the Bruckner Expressway this morning. Sources tell Eyewitness News that 2 of 4 people of interest are being questioned right now. The NYPD says 4 people wearing ski masks jumped into the vehicle on Westchester Avenue and Lane Avenue. They made it about 4 miles before they crashed into a barrier on the Bruckner Expressway and Bryant Avenue. The car thieves ditched the vehicle and fled on foot. No one was injured.
Great journalism here. Keep on moving. As a lay-like crash anyway, so yeah.
A family is desperate for answers after their loved one was killed in a hit and run. The incident was reported earlier this week, yet police say the driver hasn't been caught. This weekend, a vigil was held for the victim, Joshua King.
Fox 13's Alejandro Guzman spoke with his dad, pleading for the driver to turn themselves in.
Oh my God. The rain beating down and the wind icy, carrying the sound of loved ones meeting and reconnecting over the loss of Joshua King. There you are. Their embrace painful as reality sets in. Right over here, I guess, is where he died. An unknown for Stephen King, who says he only found out his son died after the King County Medical Examiner called him on his birthday, January 17th. I just wish I had some answers. According to Federal Way Police, they were called out to Harbor Freight Tools on Pacific Highway South Monday evening around 9:26 after someone reported seeing a person lying in the lot. An officer started CPR immediately. Paramedics arrived, cut his clothes, and noticed it appeared the 36-year-old unhoused man had been hit by a car. Josh died that night. So there's people out here homeless and they have families. Don't stop trying. I'm sorry, I'm done.
It's frustrating that a member of our community would get hit by a car.
Yep. Yeah, great sorrow, man. Those and people, you know, they keep getting hit, and I'm pretty sure. Let me see if there's the comment. I'm pretty sure someone in the comment board will know this. They don't have that. It's tough to stay strong that they'll never turn themselves. That's why the street is full of crazy people. Washington State law driver. Oh man, I had to turn off. I know the area. Homeless people will fearlessly walk in the streets because what's in the world? The news decks females telepump they're wearing. Ah, I didn't pay attention to that one. Okay, she's wearing a dress. What? What's with you? It could be another person. Yeah. All right. So great song.
Don't stop trying. I'm sorry, I'm done. It's frustrating that a member of our community would get hit by a car and then just left out in the cold to die alone.
Josh had been braving the elements for 11 years now.
Josh was good to me.
He met folks who became family.
I guys do moms every day.
Okay, so you can see those people are addicts, man. That's what happened. The drug that you people put in our hood, you drop, you literally flooded the hood with your drugs, and then that's what happened to your children. They get on drug, they become homeless, they get hit by a car, and they die.
As Josh's dad searches for answers, he says this is a painful loss. The last time they saw each other was 4 years ago.
Took him up to Covington to a clean and sober house to live.
Okay, sober house.
He couldn't pass the drug test, and I had to take him back.
Okay, he couldn't pass the drug test because they are on drugs, and that's what you people did, man. You brought this stuff upon our people. We recover from this thing, man. Okay, yes, we still have a few people that have some issue. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Damn. Oh boy. I'm just gonna be late. That's all. I'm gonna be late. How long we are into this thing? Let me see. 10 more minutes. I'm gonna be late. Okay, so yeah.
And then we took
4 years. Alright. Lost his son, man.
Took him to the park. I haven't seen him since.
As they gather to remember the man Josh was, their only hope is for justice.
Do the right thing for Josh's family. Gotta say goodbye.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's bad right there. You know, the candle went out. That's bad. The red candle. You know, the other son of Isaac was red. But anyway.
Fox 13 News.
Terrible, man. Terrible things, but we gotta keep on moving. Ley line, crazy people.
Hey, sorry. So we have just listened to a press conference by the mayor, police chief, and fire chief here in Pasadena, where the tornado, I believe a single tornado kind of did a bunch of hop skips, if you will, touching down obviously here at the animal shelter, then across the street at a neighborhood where we are
what she's saying, like the tornado hop skip, that means it just targeted the specific houses. That's all. Tornado in Pasadena, California. Crazy, man. Crazy things going on out there.
We can see parts of roofs have been torn off. They're telling us that entire homes have been pulled from the slabs of their foundations. Really remarkable anywhere, but particularly here in Southeast Texas, where we are not used to seeing this kind of damage. Let's take a quick tour here. We're going to walk around real quick. Watch out, photographer John Gibson there.
Okay, that's Pasadena and Texas. Is that what that is? Yes, in Texas. There is one in California. My mistake, my bad. But a terrible tornado did terrible damage. Look at this, all right?
Peeled off at the top here like a can opener. Also are talking about potentially moving the animals to another location if they need to do that. Well, let's walk over this way. Come with me, if you will, and take a look at the vehicles here in the parking lot. So you can see what happened. Part of that roof, it just peeled off at the top here like a can opener almost, and then strips of that metal roofing and sheeting flying across the parking lot, landing on top of those vehicles. Fortunately, nobody inside, apparently nobody in the parking lot, because we're told in the city of Pasadena, despite damage like this, there's only been one relatively minor injury. Maybe we can walk a little bit closer, John.
Yep, so that's what the tornado's doing, man. Crazy, man. Crazy. Great glory.
All right. Thank you so much, Junior Caruso. In the meantime, we're going to go back out to meteorologist Pat Cavlin. He is in Pasadena, another area that is seeing a significant amount of damage. Pat, what else have you found?
It just looks like this area was hit very hard. I mean, we're just off of Beltway 8 here. Again, in Pasadena, we're on Pansy Road. We just showed you that CrossFit building that was leveled, but look down the road here into this neighborhood. You could see power lines down everywhere, the road flooded out. These look like maybe some residents or maybe people associated with the gym walking towards the camera here embracing, but just a shocking scene out here for people that both work and live. And again, thankfully, no reports of any injuries. Were you guys here when this happened? Yeah. Can we talk quick? Is that possible? I know you're a little shaken up, I'm sure. What's your name?
My name's Travis Smith.
Travis Smith,
yeah,
and
I'm the owner of CrossFit South.
You're the owner of this, the CrossFit gym.
My partner.
Here, come on. You want to walk towards the camera? Okay, so you guys were actually. So we had spoken to a police officer. He said that he didn't know of anyone in the building, but you guys were there.
4 of us. There were 4 of us in there working out, actually.
Okay, but no classes going on. Wasn't a big group of people.
The classes had just ended.
Did you guys have warning? Were you guys able to jump in? No. This caught you off.
I was shutting. I had an overhead door and I went to shut it because it was blowing really hard and it just blew the whole thing off the track and blew it out. The back, we had an overhead door in the back and it blew out as well. And then we just all ran to the restrooms and just watched the whole building fall.
Okay, so that's the thing. Why didn't you people pull up your gun? Why didn't you take your sword and start shooting at the tornadoes? Okay, because that's what it is, man. When it comes to the Most High Almighty, you cannot control anything. You cannot fight him, all right? Okay, beloved, this thing is crazy over there, all right? Oh, that's the tornado thing again. One is not giving those people no break, no breather, okay? Their business of being hating, whether they're from Middle East, anywhere, you know, their blessing is, New York, baby.
An ugly group assault on the subway early this morning targeted a rider who happens to be a meteorologist for Fox News. The NYPD confirms 3 teenagers have been arrested, including 2 15-year-olds and a 17-year-old. Police say Adam Klotz was on the southbound 1 train when he told a group of teenagers to stop smoking on the train, which led to the assault. Speaking with Fox 5, Klotz tells us the group of teens lit a joint and then used the lighter to set the hair of an older man on fire. Klotz says when he intervened to help the man, the teens turned on him, repeatedly punching and stomping him. When he was down, he says the attackers even moved to a second car following him when he tried to get away from them.
On the subway. And I got really beat down and no one else spoke up. A lot of people just watched me get beat down. They were quick to help me as soon as the beat down was over, but no one wanted to step in and stop me from getting stomped on.
Why won't anyone freaking help me? Look at me. Look at you. You know, why would we can't play this anymore because, you know, Netflix, you know, they become too, they're all over me, man. So they let the dude being beaten down. Mind your own business, man. This is not the time to be a hero. Stay out of it.
You know, I guess I get it. You know, no one wants to go through that because they just watched me try it and it didn't work out.
Klotz says despite this experience, the attack will not prevent him from continuing to use mass transit in the future.
All right, let's keep on moving.
Hundreds of thousands of Nevada families will be out of a lot of money in emergency assistance when it comes to buying groceries. Extra SNAP benefits implemented during COVID-19 will come to an end in just a few months. Now, Victoria's on this story, live in studio to explain how.
Okay. There you go.
And new at 5, a family in the Bronx talking about the murder of their son at an Army base in Alabama. 21-year-old Abdul Latifu had only served as a soldier for 5 short months when an argument with a fellow soldier escalated to murder. The family saying the Army isn't providing the answers they need. Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Charlesworth spoke to the family tonight. She's live in the Belmont section.
All right, her name is Michelle. You know what to do. You know who's in the midst.
Michelle, you just feel for this family.
Oh, Sade, this young man, Abdul Latifu, was in the Army. He was training to be an air traffic controller, staying in Army dorms with 2 other privates, and he That is where he was brutally murdered. The murder weapon was a sharp shovel that can be used also. It's a military tool. It can be used as an axe. And the family says he was hit in the head 8 times, head and face, 8 times with that murder weapon, and that he also suffered defensive wounds. There is no word on any injuries to the 21-year-old who was charged. Quiet, studious, friendly, a huge fan of anime and being with his family, Abdul Latifu had just turned 21 when he was brutally murdered with a military tool like this one. The Army says by a fellow private at Fort Rucker in Alabama.
For him to be taken away from us at a young age is heartbreaking.
It happened January 10th. And from that day, the family says there has been very little information and little respect.
At that time, I know in my heart my son is in the morgue, not in the hospital.
The Army says the murder weapon was an entrenching tool, a folding, sharp military shovel that his family says never should have been allowed in an area away from supervised training. Charged with murder is 21-year-old Brian Jones, Jr.
Okay, so apparently they get into an argument and hey man, you know, this brother find a shovel and, you know, hit him 8 times. No beginning. And the other fellows, you know, you can see certain, you know, the clothing that he wear, certain things that he does. Hey, that's what that is, man, you know.
Brian Jones, Jr.
I want justice. I want case law out of this.
Mohammed, his brother, wants the law changed. He never wants entrenching tools to be in dorm areas again.
The e-tool that was used to murder my brother violently, they shouldn't have it.
No motive has been given by investigators, but only one person reportedly suffered wounds in the attack.
You hear they say altercation, fight, and this guy doesn't fight.
The family is just heartbroken and desperate for timely information. They prepared Abdul Latifu's body themselves for burial. They saw the head and face wounds and the defensive wounds he suffered.
His leaders said that nothing suggests, right now the CID is saying nothing suggests that they fought before it happened. It was a premeditated murder.
To the Army, Mohammed says this.
You can keep your condolences, keep it to yourself. We don't care about that, we want justice.
Suddenly now people want justice and stuff. Hey, that's what happened, man. Michael in the mist. Thank you, Michelle. There we go.
Now to breaking news in Santa Monica, where a shooting is under investigation near the 3rd Street Promenade.
Desmond Shaw live in SkyCal with more. Desmond.
Leslie and Wanda, you can see our map tracker telling us this is at 6th and Broadway in Santa Monica, and it is Santa Monica PD investigating a crash and then a shooting that followed. So it started with the crash between these 2 vehicles. We're told that the people inside knew each other. After the crash, one got out of the vehicle and started firing at the other. One person hit by gunfire, sent to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. That's the good news here. The person who fired the weapon is reportedly in custody at this point, so a huge investigation, obviously very scary in light of recent events, very close to the 3rd Street Promenade, but one person in custody, one person shot, non-life-threatening injuries today in downtown Santa Monica. Live in SkyCal overhead, I'm Desmond Shaw. Juan and Leslie, back to you in the studio.
All right.
All right, brethren, that's what that is, okay? We are leading you the Wild Wild West Streets Go California. Should be kind of shocking. No worries, Gaston. His name is Gaston, but Gascon will have them in a few days out. Damn, I was just there. We need the whole California like down back for the next 10 years. It's still a nice area and stuff. But anyway, beloved, so you just heard it. You just watch it. You know, the mighty one is in the midst. The black judge is taking no prisoner. Everything is done. So I'll let you guys enjoy. No, I can't let you enjoy the beat because I guess so. I'll let you enjoy this beat for about like 5 minutes. shut it down. It's been a while. It's been a while. I don't even know if that thing even recorded, but it's been a while, beloved. I say fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever. Study to show thyself approve. Remember, whatever a man soweth, church you're going to reap. Shalom.